And Andrew Gaze joins us to talk about his special trip that's coming up over the weekend. He's going to head over to the US to be part of the Indiana Pacers coaching staff for the Summer League in Orlando. Lots of basketball news to talk to Andrew Gaze about this morning. G'day.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, and of course, let's not forget the NBA draft's on as well today. So that's a lot going on over in the United States.
Well, let's go straight there and then I'll ask you about the Indiana job. The couple of Australians up, young Bolden, a chance to go in maybe the first round?
Yeah, there's talk about that. Jonah Bolden, son of Bruce Bolden, one of my competitors throughout most of my career, and he's spent some time at UCLA. Then last season was over in Europe, and great size, great athleticism. I remember coaching against him when he was a teenager, very young, but he's emerged into a guy that now is they're looking at it sort of that late first round, possibly early second round.
Yeah.
So he's likely to get drafted, and grew up in Sydney. And I think that, I guess, always have a soft spot for those that you've played against and see their offspring doing well. It's fantastic.
You've got Simmons, Exum, and Bolden now, hey?
That's right. And they came through it at a time very similar to each other. So it's great to see their kids doing so well.
Now tell me about the Indiana job.
Well, it's going to be interesting. It's something that just came out of the blue. Because of Terrance Ferguson, who played in Australia with the Adelaide 36ers, pretty much every single NBA team brought out staff to have a look at him, because he's another one that's a candidate to be drafted this season, today I should say. And for the Indiana Pacers, one of their guys, his name's Ryan Carr, he came along and came to one of our practice sessions, and just out of the blue, a month or so later, they have this program where they bring in international coaches for the Summer League, and this year they asked me to come along, and I jumped at it. Fantastic opportunity to go over there and learn and see a little bit more about it.
He was, you're too modest to say, but he was really impressed by what you were doing with the Sydney Kings program, and that's the reason. What can you get out of it? Will you be looking for potential recruits for the NBL? Yeah,
absolutely. Because not only do I get to spend some time with the Indiana Pacers, but we also played in a tournament in Orlando, and you get to see a lot of the other emerging players or first-round draft picks. Now, the draft picks clearly might be out of our range, but there's all those other guys that are on the fringe of the NBA that we're looking at to see if they might want to consider international opportunities. And Australia right now is a very, very popular destination. Last season, we saw some great talent coming into our league, and hopefully we can continue that. I'm looking for a big guy, a five-man, a centre, and they're not easy to come by. And there you see Bryce Cotton. He was fantastic, and he's going to be in the Summer League with the Atlanta Hawks coming up in a couple of weeks' time. So it's for me, it's trying to identify some talent, but also learn about the way they go about it, their training routines, their training facilities, all those things. Hope to try and be able to bring back to the Sydney Kings.
Do you love coaching now? Have you fallen in love with coaching after that one season with the Kings?
I've always loved coaching, and even prior to coaching the Sydney Kings, spending some time with the juniors, spending some time in the SEABL, the level below the NBL.
With the Tigers.
With the Melbourne Tigers. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I think that it gives you a great peace of mind, because although you love to compete at the highest level, no matter what level you're playing at, you can sort of satisfy those intrinsic desires that you have to want to contribute and compete. You can still do that through coaching.
Would you love to coach the Boomers one day?
I've never really given a lot of thought. I think that for me, I consider that I had more than my fair share of opportunities at the international level, and right now we've got a fantastic coach in Andre Lamanis. If that opportunity were to come, it would definitely be down the track, a long way down the track. So I haven't really given it a lot of great thought, but you never say no to competing at the highest level, and if someday that someone felt that would be appropriate, that'd be great, but I've got a long way to go before I get to that status.
Yeah, well, good luck with your recruiting and getting your roster together for next year, and I believe that if people sign up for membership for the Sydney Kings, they get a good deal at the moment.
Yeah, we want everyone to jump on board, not the Sydney Kings, because we hope to be doing great things, but right across the country, with the NBL, need people to jump on board. It was fantastic, the attendances we had last year, and we want to grow on that this upcoming season.
Yeah, it's going to be terrific. Well, good luck over there, and hope you get the right guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Andrew.